Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Friday live stream with the Game Bros.
Okay, that's actually where we need to go.
And
Cool.
hey, we made it to the boss room. That's where we were trying to go. That was a little pre-stream content, sort of. Us going to the boss room.
Exclusive content.
Yeah, it's exclusive. You only find it here.
Behind the
channel.
paywall. You're like,
Yeah. So we got a... Oh, good. I needed hearts. Steven did do a little bit of off-camera leveling up. As you can see, we can carry a ton more rupees.
Well, actually, no, I guess it does have a 0 in front of it. I was going to say we don't have enough to show that yet. But
Yeah. I can also carry more keys, as you can see in the bottom right. No, just kidding.
yeah, now I can carry
I
90.
got a bigger key bag.
Now I can
No.
carry 99. Like, wow.
What else did you do? Did you upgrade any other?
Bombs.
Oh, yeah, 99
I
bombs.
didn't do arrows. I didn't get to that. Bombs, magic meter.
Oh, yeah, our magic meter is crazy high.
And then I think two of the wallets. Like, basically, it's just knowing where to
wallets.
go.
Cool.
Like, which I just Googled it. I wasn't
All
gonna-
right. Let us head
Go
into
around.
the boss room, boss fight, whatever. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. Good to see everybody. What is this stream? I don't remember. I mean, what? Granny? Oh, no, that's Merlin. Merlin, what do you do?
Melody.
Wait, did we already do this?
Melody. No, we didn't. Did we do that? Yeah, we did. Did we power up the sword, though? Did we?
Oh, yeah, we did. We defeated the boss, guys. Woohoo! The
I wasn't
easiest
sure if
boss
we
in
did
the
or
world.
not. It was that ghost. It was the ghost. Okay.
Okay. It was the ghost. We did it.
So,
Wow, what a great start to our...
yeah. Went to the wrong boss room. So then, what I believe we'd have to do now is get the next sage, which I know it's Makar. And
So,
I know he's at...
North.
No, that's where we need to take him.
Oh, we have to find him. He was...
He is what's the bottom right island? The one we actually have revealed.
one?
Okay, there. I know he's there. We have the song, so I think we can just go there.
Okay.
I mean, try that. Down, right, left, up.
Okay. Down, right, left, up.
Yeah, that one's the.
All right.
Which to be fair, when I was playing on my own, I played that first to try to teleport. Because that's the one I remember, and it's a simple.
Yeah, it is.
simpler
It's really
song.
easy. It's a really easy ballad and
Yeah,
song.
I mean they're both 4 notes, but
All right. Here we go. Forest Haven. Hopefully this is where Makar is.
Well, that I know. Well, that I know that's where we get him. But
Yeah,
any type
hopefully
of game
he's
like
there.
this, right? Any type of game. Well, any type of game in general, but depends on the sequence of events, whether or not something's there or not. You know, just because. You know, this person's, the game's not ready for you to, yeah, I can see the notes.
Good,
the game's not
okay.
ready for you to talk with him yet, so it doesn't spawn him. 'Cause,
Yeah.
So that's something in Skyrim that happens quite a bit.
Oh,
But you
my
can like
boat's
sequence
tired.
break stuff where you do stuff before you're supposed to. And then I never purposely tried to do it, but you can
I think that's why I like
get the game to like,
Skyrim so much
Yeah.
is because of...
I think you have to
Oh, I have to swing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Like how he was like, look like he was angry.
Link.
Yeah, go back in
Yeah.
the water. Go back in the water. Like whenever you're done with killing these things.
Come on, camera. Yeah, he does look mad. Oh, come on. He does look mad.
I
He
guess
just hates the water.
I was thinking maybe he was looking at something above him because it looked like he was kind of looking over his shoulder, just not over his shoulder, but like his eyes were looking kind of back.
No, I'm pushing this button.
And
thank
so
you.
I thought it was funny that he's hearing that music and he's like, stupid Makar playing his dumb show.
I know. I hate it. Plays the same song every single time.
So I think instead of swinging, you could probably just jump and then
Do my
glide in.
glide?
Yeah. Because just kind of go to the middle of it. No, the middle of the. It's the middle of the waterfall.
Well, it's because of the wind. Oh, gosh. What the heck? Yeah, I'll just swing. The wind is not... Well, I could change the wind, but whatever. I'll just swing. Because I should be able to do that, right?
You'll have to adjust the length of the rope, but yeah, I think you can.
I'll do it there. I'm not using that a whole lot.
Because like right here, you just fling over. You'd have to stop in the middle, turn, and then move down.
Go down. Okay. Back. And inside.
Like that's clearly like a synthesized, like cheap synthesized cello on a keyboard. And so he just sitting here doing that with a keyboard. He doesn't even play the cello. Which, is it a cello or a violin? Because he's obviously very small.
I don't know. I haven't seen you in quite some time, have I? I'm surprised you're able to find me here. Your terrible music was
Yeah. I came in
Very
here to
easy to-
shut you up.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I couldn't.
the Deku tree has asked me to put an end to your
politely seize your instrument away from you. he just takes it away.
Perhaps I should play a little more softly when in practice. Oh, I
you
have to play
you have
that.
to play the song. Well, not play that.
Now, yeah. He's like,
I'm trying to remember the song. Let's see.
what kind of song is? But it's probably gonna tell me or not. Never mind. Down, down, down,
No.
down, down, down. Okay, that didn't work. Down,
Up, up.
down, down, down,
Down,
down.
down,
Right?
No.
Nope. No.
It's down, down, right, left.
Oh wait.
No. Up, up.
No. Mm-mm. Nope.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I thought I could hear it, but I guess not.
It's
So what?
up,
Up.
right, left. Okay, left, right. No. Down. Up, down. Okay, that's correct. That. Well, and
Dang
then,
it.
And then right again.
Oh, whoops. So wait. Up.
Up, down, right, left, right. I think that's a song.
Okay, there we go. I think that was it.
Yes, because he's wind. The other person is earth.
He's a wind bender. That just doesn't sound wind.
same.
Yeah. Why does it feel like I already know this song? Because you do. What?
This is the song. This is the intro song.
Okay.
So the two songs they play are that song. It's just the first section and then the second section.
So technically, I think it's a violin because that's what he's playing.
Right.
But
Well, and
Makar
again,
is just so
he's,
tiny.
He's
he
just
plays
really
it
small,
like
so he plays it like a cello. It's either a violin or viola, but a viola is slightly bigger and then has 4 strings that they're different tuning, and then also one of my friends played
There's
in college.
applause, really? Wow.
It's just the waterfall. They just hear that shh.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, thank you. No, and then what is it? Yeah, the viola is also it's tuned to a different thing, and then it also plays on its own certain notes. So there's treble clef. There's a little bit of music theory, but there's treble clef and bass clef.
Nope.
And bass clef is here's the notes on basically the bass notes, and so it's just the notes all the way down at the very bottom. Treble clef is higher stuff. But
Wait,
I'm
is
pretty
Makar
sure-
with me?
I don't know.
It was like, oh, I must go to the wind temple. It faded to black. It came up. I was in my boat. I assumed he was with me,
He might be. I don't know.
but I didn't see him in the Makar.
I don't know how you
Is
check
the lion carrying you in his mouth?
that.
He's not on the boat with me.
I would go
Go back.
Yeah, because I think you have to. I think you actually have to. Because when we took Melody, she was on the boat.
Yeah, but I didn't have to pick her up and carry her.
No,
she was
but-
just there.
I'm just saying we saw her. We don't see him, so I would.
Yeah.
I thought if
That's
she's not
why.
there,
That's
or
why I
he's not
stopped
there.
because I was like, I don't see him. So what's after the wind temple or whatever?
I think then it's just gathering the
Oh, all of the.
wind.
things.
What are they called?
Okay, he's not in the thing.
The Triton shards? No, the whatever they're called.
Where is Makar? He's not playing. He's not in the waterfall anymore. Unless he's... Oh, gosh. That would be so dumb. I really hope... Hold on. You kill this guy? Okay. Kill you. I hate how fast they respawn. It's annoying.
We did teleport away.
Yeah, that's true. And you're dead. Okay.
Okay,
Let's go
getting ready to
back.
throw my thing, and he spawns and hits you again. You're like, this is No, that'd be dumb. Well, he might be like he's not in there. I mean, go ahead and go in because
Well,
you're having.
I don't know where else to look for him. He's not in the. He's not in my boat. He's not.
The only thing I would think would be the Deku tree. Like maybe he's telling him something,
Nope. Yeah.
or
You're
he's
right.
in
not
your
there.
pocket. Maybe.
Yeah. Let me go to my items. He's
Actually check that.
like in one of my bags.
No, he's not. Okay, because there is a on Majora's Mask. I think I don't think we got this far, but on the Majora's Mask, like to save
serious
to save
already.
this Deku princess, you do put her in a bottle.
Are you
Which makes no
serious?
sense because she's like the size of Link. But yeah,
Wow.
which I mean, it does tell her. You actually have to walk
Am I
up
going
and
the right?
scoop.
This is the right way, right?
You have to, yeah,
To go to the Deku tree.
You have to like walk up and then like swing the bottle and so you knowingly put her in the bottle, but it's just funny.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, this
Deku
Makar was just
in
like,
a bottle.
I need to go to the Wind Temple with you. And it faded to black. And I was like, okay, he's with me, just like what's her face. But nope. Makar, apparently, we have to go the extra mile. Probably talk to the Deku tree and just get his permission. Got to sign this permission slip.
Yeah,
We're going on a little field trip. Makar might not return.
yeah.
He better be in here. If he's not in here.
Well, if he's not in here, then I would just go to the place and then.
Yeah.
But I again,
All right,
it's
we're going to
just
talk to the Deku tree.
the different cues that it gave us with Melody are not present, and so I'm like, something's wrong.
Okay, he's not here. Okay, so nothing.
Tell me about Makar's location.
Yeah, tell me where Makar is. All right, fine. Fine, we'll do it that way. Okay, let's see. Let's get to my boat.
This is why you don't like to swim. Yeah, you don't want to swim in rapids.
Yep.
Or I guess rapids are obviously. He was just falling off of waterfalls into soft, crisp water, and that's not what rapids do.
Yeah. Okay. I really miss whitewater rafting. We have not been whitewater rafting. When was the last time? Was it probably Royal Gorge Bridge? That was like 5 years ago or 6 years ago.
We
something
did
like that.
go. Well, we did go to. Now that is Royal Gorge in Colorado.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I was thinking no. I think it was the one in Colorado, which is that one. It should be north of here. Yeah.
So okay. All right. So I'll just gotta go around the island. And then change the wind. It's
Up, right, left. Or sorry, the other way. I know it by ear. Up, left, right. Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Up. Nope. Up. Left. Yeah. I always forget. Maybe it's because we don't play this. I'm not playing this like every day or something. Yeah. That's where I want my wind. If I was playing this a lot, then I think I would be a lot easier to remember the songs. But for some reason,
Yeah. Well, I will say at least visually for me, it doesn't help that the low on some of the different time signatures, down is higher than up.
mm-hmm.
Like it's not that it's wrong. It's just like it seems counterintuitive to me, and so I have to just play around and then hear it, and then I can figure it out. Because I could usually hum the song. Like the one I'm trying to think of the one for the Earth Temple or Earth whatever, and I can't right now. But we don't need it, so it doesn't matter. You may want to grab the treasure
that.
because we will need a bunch of rupees at some point. Keep going.
Right there. That's it.
He does it, or actually, I think it. Yeah, he does get it out, and I think you can switch sides.
Salvage. Bam. First try. Got it.
There was an error loading comments. You know how to fix that at all?
No. The only other thing is to try to just read them from YouTube or something. If it doesn't load it there. But I don't, because I don't know.
I think it just did that.
On our way to Gale Island. I don't think I've ever been here. But oh, no. Yeah, this is the... Yeah, this is the one with the wind tunnel thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I think we broke.
Makar, you better be here. Okay, good. It's doing like a cutscene or something.
No, he walks up, and then the dragon boat's like, "You should bring Makar here."
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh! The game has to tell you that.
Yeah, and then
before
we
you-
have to go back to the...
and then he's in there like playing it again, and he's like, "You need to come with us." He's like, "Okay."
Yeah. Oh, I do remember this, though. I don't remember liking this.
No, this one I don't like as much.
Stupid Makar.
Yeah, that too.
Right, no. What was it?
Up, up, down, right, left, right.
Nope. Up,
Down,
down,
right, left, right.
right, left, right. Whew, man. Left, right. I wonder if somebody's taken the... There's no one playing music nearby. Makar, hurry up! Jeez!
That was hilarious.
Up,
You couldn't even
down,
see him.
Right, left, right.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
We're sitting
Yeah.
there, we play the music, and then we turn, and he's like tuning his violin. We're like, "Come on, you're supposed to be ready."
Jeez. Makar. Also,
Yeah,
Makar, you've got like something growing on your branch, on your thing, whatever, your instrument.
Error.
Okay, let's see.
Loading.
Wind Temple. Does he follow me, Makar?
I believe so.
Kind of.
I mean, same thing. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing where you can like call them or call him, whatever.
And he just falls down. Okay, and I follow suit. Are you? Is it still giving you that error or something?
Yeah, and there's nothing like there's no like reload or anything.
Well,
like
let me just do a test comment. I'm just gonna be like, test. All right, let me mute us.
Test.
Send. Okay, I sent a test
I
comment.
have it here, so I can see it from here.
Yeah.
Okay, no, there it is.
Okay, cool.
Add to broadcast.
Yeah. Game Bros says test. No. That's weird. I wonder why. Oh wait, do I have to pick him up? I probably do.
Well, I think call him, like walk up to him and push the. So then I think
there
he'll
we go.
follow you.
Okay. Come on. You coming?
Unless he's too. Okay, good.
Okay, good.
I was
You're
about to
good.
say if he's too slow, and he won't show up because he's too slow. So
yeah.
the boots.
Oh, I thought
You have to stand on it, and then you
Oh.
put the boots on, and then it.
Um,
Which is so funny because it's like the weight of the boots, the weight of him wearing the boots makes it go down. But then when he takes them off, where are they? In his inventory. 'Cause so why do they weigh nothing? And then you'd use
yeah, I need my
your leaf to.
My leaf. You know what, bird? Take this. Yeah, you take it. Nope, wrong button.
You could
What am I
do
doing?
arrows.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I was. There we go.
I love that.
Because I get R and then ZR mixed up.
Yeah. They.
It's just weird that it names it that. Because on the Xbox, never mix them up. RB and right trigger never mess up.
Right.
But for some reason,
Well, it's like to me, it doesn't. I wish they had just taken. I don't know. I guess everyone has to do. They have to do their own thing. Everyone has to be their own. Whatever. So okay, fine. Because it's the
not-
same.
this isn't gonna
It's
work.
the
Yeah,
same.
what
You have to do something to stop the wind. But it's the same with anything. Like PlayStation, it's the same where it's R1 and R2, and I always forget which one's which.
yeah.
I don't know. And at least to be fair, in the sense of I would say in the first. So yeah,
Bloom. Okay, there we go.
The
And that
thing
it
blow up.
didn't. Wow, I didn't break this. I thought for sure the bomb would have destroyed
It
that.
has to be
but-
glass. Only a sword can penetrate this very thin glass ball.
Okay, so I have to get the wind to stop.
I think Makar
need
can plant
him?
a tree, and then that makes the wind stop for some reason. You know, because trees don't like wind because wind energy is no. You're like, wait a minute.
He has the
Although
power to
yeah.
plant trees. All right,
Although
you go
I've-
down there.
I have definitely
No,
heard.
Makar, get.
I definitely heard things about like, you know, I guess I've heard both things. Where it's like advantages of, you know. Yeah, I think you have to control him. Actually, think about it.
Okay.
And then walk up and he can plant the seed.
Um,
That's the left, middle, right, middle. But I was saying the benefit. I've seen both like sides. The benefits of, you know, like wind energy and whatnot. And then I've also heard of like basically the huge disadvantages of wind energy.
there's
And so,
disadvantages? What
Yeah.
disadvantages?
well, a lot of you know, we call them renewable, and okay, but they're like renewable doesn't necessarily mean reliable.
yeah.
Because like the only that I can think of right now, the only really reliable like, you know, clean energy is like, you know, water going through a dam, because it's a predictable, or not really
Yeah.
predictable. It's a constant flow of energy that you can harness. Wind energy isn't always like there. It'll be times
Yeah,
where it's
which
less
I
energy or
understand.
strong, and so then you have to the counter is a lot of times when you have that, then you have to, because you're giving energy to a city, you now have to have a, you know, if you have a wind farm, okay, you have to do that, but then as a backup, you have to have some sort of reliable energy source, and so it's like now you're just building two infrastructures versus just
Yeah.
building one.
I could see that. I mean,
That doesn't. I'm like, it's not necessarily saying that, you know, don't do that. It's just a lot of times
well, I
people,
mean,
they never hear the other side.
sunlight is pretty reliable. The only time it's not is
it's
at night.
Well, it's not. It's night or it's cloudy. Like that's the other thing.
But I mean, that you can. I feel like, can't you store? You know,
yeah, but
like
the
okay,
amount
the
of
sun
energy.
has charged the power cells. Okay, we're good or something.
Yeah, but it's basically comes down to the amount of energy that we use. Like to have anyone that has like first off a what do you call it? A solar cell. I guess here's the thing I've heard, and
Do we have any
Whatnot.
environmental scientists in the chat?
yeah, no, but the things I've heard is like
Will that stay?
yeah,
okay,
it does.
yeah, it does.
the a lot of times you'll hear, you know, a lot of times you just hear one side, and it'll be really can't jump down that step.
I had a feeling.
But like people hear, you know, talk about, you know, clean renewable energy. So it's like, oh, you know, we want to, you know, basically help keep the planet clean, and I'm all for keeping the planet clean. I'm not an advocate for
Yeah.
just trashing everything, but you have to look at it from an overall perspective half the time, because, you know, we talk about, oh yeah, we'll use solar energy and store it in power cells. Well, a lot of times the battery, the things used to make the batteries are extremely harmful to the environment, but they don't say that, because then that would go against the, oh no, get away from oil plan, because, you know,
I would love to get if we
like, so
could
it's
get
not, you
away
know-
from oil, but I feel like our oil is like 90% of our.
yeah. Well, and it's also
and there's so many people, like, we just buy so much of it. I don't know.
the trees have a little smiley face on them.
Yeah. No.
But the other thing, like a lot of it has to do with, like, you know, you can do, you know, like 40 gallons of gasoline, and you can drive a car like 600 miles. And we're nowhere near that with any type of battery technology.
Well,
Like, you
electric.
have-
I think Tesla. You can drive.
You
Like
could probably go like 300 miles. Or
I think it's
something.
like 300 or 400 on, which is really close, considering there's electric. Like pure electric has not been around for that long. There've been Priuses, but those are like a mix of.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I go down
and
with Linky.
again, it's one of those things. Like I'm not against it. It's just if you were to say if it would be one of those things. Like if it's a government issue ban on certain things, they're like anytime I will say I feel like anytime the government's done any type of work, it's a lot of times they'll see like one
Why did they come
aspect,
down here?
make a decision, and then you have to cut them.
Freaking
Wow, they drain your magic. I didn't know that. But it'll be like, oh yeah, we want to keep electric cars, so like what do you call that?
climb. Destroy.
Make it to where like gasoline engines, those cars are illegal now. Okay, well then anyone who's doing any amount of traveling has to then the advantage of like a gasoline engine versus a like a charging station is a gas engine. You literally walk up, fill it up. 5 minutes later, you're driving.
Yeah.
The gas, I don't know how fast the charging is, but I know it's.
I think it's
a
like
lot
30
faster.
minutes or
it's
something.
a lot faster than it used to be because it used to be like overnight.
Which, I mean, if they did that, if they put charging stations like, we're at restaurants, so hey, let's stop and get lunch and also charge
Right,
my car.
right. But
oh no, maker.
not that that's a bad thing, but you would have to plan that. So that's something it would definitely change how you're doing stuff.
Not if there was enough of them. Like if
No,
there's
but you would still have
like
to
there are
plan
gas
to-
stations everywhere. You don't really have to like.
No, you'd still have to plan to stop and then wait. If that
Yeah.
wasn't part of you, like you'd have to do that. No, is that a?
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
just more of
with
an inconvenience.
lunch or dinner.
Right,
or
but if
something.
it's every 300 miles, you can travel 300 miles in like. Well, let's see. So if it's 60 miles an hour.
So wait,
So
where
if
did,
you're going
where did
75 miles an
Makar-
hour, you can go-
Where did Makar go? Do I just keep going?
He's in
Or
a
is
cage
it-
somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, so it's part of the story.
Yeah. Oh, he's in here. Okay.
Oh. I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever talking with you.
Oh man.
I don't know who you are. All right, give me some coins. Yeah.
Because I know one.
Oh gosh, forgot you turned.
I know
on.
one source of energy that I guess I've heard people don't typically like. It's sometimes it's painted as
Nope.
bad or whatnot. Can you put it away or something?
Get
or-
it? No.
Okay, like don't pick it up. You're gonna kill yourself. Is like nuclear energy because the waste, like the amount of energy you gain from that. Again, this is just all what I've heard, but like the amount of energy you gain from that versus the amount of waste you create is
But
very.
it's also extremely dangerous. Just
What?
look at Japan, nuclear energy. Do you remember like 8 years ago or so? Ah, darn it. I was supposed to go on a mission trip to Japan through ORU, and because they had nuclear plants melt down and stuff, it was like nobody come to Japan. It was dangerous.
I don't
And
know.
I'm sure, but
Okay,
if I
'cause
remember
here's-
right, a lot of
And
like
I
people
have not
died
done.
and
I've not done my own research or whatnot, but I've like it's one of those things where if you have proper procedures and a margin of safety, and people don't cut corners, that's the big thing because people do that all the time to make more money, and then like people die. That's why you have.
I think it's safe to say though
regulation.
that with our current, I don't think anybody's gonna just not cut corners because of the moral state of our country and world right now. So they're like, don't cut corners, it's bad. They're like, well, I'm still gonna cut corners because it saves money. I'll deal with the fallout. I'm like, okay, so then you got to just accept that as
Yeah,
like
but-
people are gonna do that.
But I guess that's sometimes the same argument for like gun control. It's like, well, we can't control people, so ban guns. I'm like, well, no, you can't control people. That's why you need to have things that allow you to defend yourself because you can't control people.
This,
And so-
yeah, but that's a different argument.
No,
'cause
no,
this
no. But
is-
I'm saying that doesn't mean then, oh, therefore we can't do anything because people are going to cut corners, so we can't progress or proceed in any type of.
I'm saying with nuclear energy, like, unless I don't know much about it. I just feel
Well,
like
I will say like if something goes wrong and there's a meltdown, it's not like the plant explodes and the entire city is destroyed. That's not the case.
oh, push the wrong button. Whoops.
at
off me,
least I'm
Mr.
fairly
Handy.
certain that that's the case. It's not like, oh man, someone turned the wrong valve and then you hear. It's not like that. I mean, like a nuclear.
Oh, I pushed the wrong
A nuclear
button.
bomb is made to actually cause fission. Which I guess a nuclear plant is too, but it's a controlled.
I just want to.
Fission reaction, and it's also very
One way.
slow, because if you have a massive release of energy and you're not capturing any of it. I don't know the whole thing, but I know it's basically like if the only difference between a nuclear plant and a coal plant or a coal generator is that coal, you're burning coal to boil
Yeah.
water, push through a turbine. In nuclear energy, you're using nuclear energy to heat up water and create steam. push
And
through a
we've
turbine.
learned, according to the Is Genesis history, darn it, wrong button, that coal is actually pretty easy to make, right?
Well,
It's
it's
oh
still,
gosh,
it's
come
still
on.
there. Well, back up if they're hitting you. Back up.
They're not.
That-
they're not
that's
using
still-
the social distancing.
That's still it was still a theory, but I mean,
No,
that's
wrong
one of the
button.
things. Like, I don't think anyone, it's one of those things. Like, I don't think anyone in the scientific community is going to ever accept that because
No.
that counters everything. You know,
Yeah. Okay, up, down, right, left, right.
Which
But I need
it's-
him though. Okay.
Yeah.
I need Maker. Okay, I'll just keep going because I have to do something to rescue him from his.
Well, did you
entrapments.
look around to see if you could?
I progressed. I kept going.
No, but in that place, was there anything you could do to?
No, it didn't look like it. It was just a. Aha! This is what I have to do, maybe. But no, I didn't see an obvious, like, oh, yeah, do this. I hope I'm doing the right thing. Unless
I mean, how far
I'm
is Makar
progressing.
back?
He's in that room.
Yeah, how far back is that?
Okay, I was thinking. Yeah, I might have to go back.
Because
Yeah,
I feel like
don't-
it's something. Actually, I think you need the hook shot.
Oh, really?
I think-
so. I
but-
do have to keep going.
Well, go ahead and go back. I'll confirm that because I know what you. It's like a thing you have to pull
because there was
on.
a big giant, a big giant statue in the way, and I couldn't lift it. It was gated, so I just assumed, okay, I have to come back.
Okay, I mean, I didn't look, so I can't assess
Okay.
your assessment. If that's
Yeah, Blake,
that's a way to
go!
think.
Yeah.
I can't rate your whatever. Like I feel like I remember you need the hook shot, which is already a reason you have to move forward anyway. Because I don't think you move the statue, or at least directly, but I could be wrong. Like maybe you like pull the top of the statue. I don't remember.
Actually,
Ow.
I'm going to. Is he not going to show up here? Little jerk. On the run. Got him. Got him one time. Where's the other one? Bam. Got him. Is that the same guy?
I think he teleports.
Okay, I thought there was two, but it's not. I need that heart. Push the wrong button.
I guess I can't see unless
Nope,
you have it
no
on
way.
yours. Because like, at least on YouTube right now, it says one person's watching, but that might either be me or you.
I'm not watching.
Okay. Because that's something like I'm not. I'm more curious if the stream isn't, but it is on YouTube.
Is it public? Which
Hey,
it
I
should
didn't
be.
change any of the things on it. I mean, I'm not us, and I click on it and it goes to the stream, so I would say yes.
Okay.
Because all that to say, typically within about 15 minutes, we have at least someone say, hey, So,
Yeah.
eh.
Where do I go now? I can't
gosh.
climb up here. Can't climb up those. You'd think that's the obvious way back up, but oh, here we go. Okay.
Guess I don't need to have that up there. Well, I don't know. I will go ahead and have that. Because I
Climbing.
don't know if it's.
Hold on. Let me take a break. I'm gonna switch out of our YouTube account. Switch to one that's not Game Bros. Game Bros. Go to our
Oh
our thing. Yeah, it's there. I can see it. It says it's live.
Well, again, I'm not on our account. I'm on mine.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Nope. I don't know. But it's okay.
And the only reason I'm like, if we hadn't had that whole like there's an error with the comments thing, I wouldn't really find this odd. I'm wanting to make sure that it's not a technical difficulty. That's really what
Yeah.
my only concern.
Well, it is kind of strange because normally, yeah, we do have people, but it's okay. That's
Normally we
fine.
have like at least
We're also
at
streaming
least-
for people who are watching this later on our
Right.
channel.
we have at least like 200,000. No,
Yeah.
golly, that'd be insane.
least.
That'd be an insane number. Like I feel like of the streams I've seen, you know,
okay.
popular streams, but I feel like the streams I've seen usually there's like 2,000 or 3,000 people, maybe like 10,000 if it's like a really big channel.
All right, I'm
But
gonna
like
run.
it's never like 100,000 people because that'd just be insane.
For Ninja, it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's like well, you know,
We're gonna hit the top. Oh.
not somehow no.
I mean, I don't know if Ninja always like whenever he's playing Fortnite, he gets like
Right.
a lot of people because he's insane at Fortnite. All right.
It's not
I need
good.
more
He's just
magic.
insane. No.
Yeah.
Like I that was one of those things I was in we were into Fortnite for a little while. And you know, I have nothing really against the game. It was one of those things like any of the battle royale games I've played, it's too much. Like I don't know. I'm not against it. It's just one of those things like you have to like if I had a team of 4 guys and we wanted to play a game and wanted to get good at it and whatnot, we had like played, you know, several times a week or something, then I could do that.
Yeah.
It was when like it was sometimes you and me, and sometimes there was a third person, and sometimes there was a 4th person. Like you can't.
Yeah, you
really
can't get good
Yeah.
doing that.
Because you have to. That's actually one thing I was looking at for Apex, but it was like, who's the guy that was good at Apex? There's several people, but it was like he plays with the same 2 other guys, and like so that was way he was able to, which makes sense. Like you're consistent, you play a lot, you know. But you know, so it's like I like those games, but because they're at least for Fortnite, they may have it now, but there wasn't like a tier system. It was just like you're thrown in with random people. And
Yeah.
like I feel like I would always get in the pool of people that I wouldn't say they were extremely good. It was just they were better than the average player, and that's kind of where I was. And so rarely would I, unless I hid the entire time, I would rarely be in like the top 30. It was like, you know, which really, like, I actually did win one time.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things. Like, I just like it was me and like three or four other people, but I basically had to just cower the entire time until they killed each other, and then I was able to pick off the last person. But that's not how you're supposed to play.
Oh, come on. How did I
Like
not
that's
get it?
that's not how you're supposed to do it because you can't do that consistently.
Yeah. It's one of those games, like you said, you have to play it a lot to get really good at it, and we just don't have the time to
Yeah.
do that, or like
Because I had
It would-
seen.
I could do it, maybe like you said, especially solos. You have to dedicate so much time to get really good at solos.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we had a team, then it could be like, okay, it's okay if you have a bad game every now and then because you're on a team.
Right,
It can
right.
help.
Well, and then
But-
there's also it's not just you. I don't know. Like there is more of a.
Um,
It wouldn't just be a drive that I need to get better at this game and spend a bunch of time alone doing this thing with the game. I'm alone playing
Yeah.
the game. You know, you're actually spending time with friends.
Yeah.
Playing a game is just not so like antisocial.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to smash that, but try the boots. I mean, I don't know. It could be both. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boots.
I would think.
work.
I would say they should both work.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
Makar
so
was
that
behind
little,
that
the little
thing.
target, the little target on his head, you have to have the boots on and shoot the hook shot, and you pull it down. So that's, I'm pretty sure, is what happens.
So I guess I just go down now, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that's changed, really.
But I've seen several people playing, and that's just how you get back up.
Oh.
But several people, like, you know, they're playing and showing, like, tips and tricks on, like, what... the thing it was kind of funny to me. We don't have a key, but is there another door we
Nope.
can go into?
Hopefully there's somewhere. I need Makar to do that. Okay, I can
there's
go
a-
through
there's a
this
thing, yeah.
door.
It was kind of funny. There was a guy and several people I'd kind of watched videos on to see, you know, hey, how do they do this thing and whatnot. And it was,
Deuce.
you can break those.
Break these?
Yeah, with your boots. They're like mud or something.
Huh.
And he was like, I'm going to show y'all some things, like some tips I do, or some, some tips on how to be, whatever. And it wasn't like they had done this and they were showing you the footage. Like, he's playing live and was like, hey, I'll use this person right here. I'm like, how are you that good that you can just like pick a person at random and say, I'm going to make them do this so that I can counter it and say, and then it was like, wow. But one of the things he did was like, basically one of the things he said, like, always have the high ground, and so if you have the high ground.
So if you're on a mountain, never leave.
Yeah, no. Like if you have if they have the high ground, here's some kind of ways to
make sure that's the right. Okay. Is it open?
I think you have to. Well, yeah, but I think you have to move the other thing and because you
What
can't
other
climb.
thing?
You can't climb on it now.
Oh, this. Yeah, I need this.
But all that to say, like, there was a couple times where it was like, okay, here's tips for like building and whatnot. And it was basically, I swear, like the person was just doing just moving the mouse like this, and then like towers are building up behind them. I'm like, how?
I totally believe they use hotkeys. Like, if I push F, it'll automatically build like a wall with a ramp and stuff. I don't see how they can move that fast. I mean, I don't know. I could totally be wrong, but I just like, that is insane.
And I mean, is there anything wrong with using hotkeys? Like,
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing on a computer, yeah, you can use hotkeys. I mean, as long as you know how to do it, or like program it and all that stuff. Now on Xbox or PlayStation, you can't really do that.
Like, I'm wondering if in the PC gaming community, if that's like, oh man, this guy uses hotkeys or something.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. But like, at least a little bit of me would be kind of like, that's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. It's kind of
like you can use hotkeys.
Right. There's no, it's like, oh man, this guy uses the technology at his disposal to do things for him.
Oh
man,
he's
like,
a cheat. Like,
which
no.
I don't know. Maybe that's seen as not the best. I don't know. Whatever.
Boss fight without Makar. What am I gonna do?
Win? No.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He thought it was funny too. No. I don't know what this is.
Just take out the little guys first.
These guys?
Yeah.
You're dead. Later. All right, Mr. Try to strike me. Just strike me. Strike me down and I'll become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Ow. All right. Well, I mean, like, if I die, then I'll become more powerful.
No, but like, it's funny because I will become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. And then the fairy revives you with half health, and he's like, dang it, I told you. Full health with extra magic.
Come on!
Otherwise, this line doesn't work. Which is kind of funny. It's like, more powerful than you could possibly imagine. I'm like, well, which I guess, we don't really know what the power of a Force Ghost is, per se. Like, whatever.
Got him. Do I have to where's the guy?
You have to, the objective is to kill that guy.
Got him. Step off.
I don't know.
Where are ya? Where are ya?
He doesn't. Yeah.
Where
right
are
there.
ya? You're right on top of me. Oh, come on. How'd I miss? Okay. I hit him again. Where's he gonna go? Giant chase me, little piggy.
What does he do? Look.
What the heck is he doing?
I think it like glitched or something. Because he was running, but it was like on his tippy toes, like gliding across the ground.
Ah. No, pull up my. Come on, man! I'm trying to hit him with the arrows. There we go. Okay. Come on. There we go. Man, this guy's got a lot of health.
You gotta get those crits.
It's like I'm hitting him. I've hit him like 6 times. There we go. Okay.
So there actually there is a weapon. Look at the sword. Look at the sword. Oh!
Yeah. It's a magic sword.
That's hilarious. There is a I've been playing quite a bit of Gunfire Reborn because I'm trying to level up. I'd like to play that again with Havoc too.
Charge. It extends, it retracts, and it...
right, that's the one I'm thinking. I was like, it's supposed to be gold, but that's the one on Majora's Mask.
I'll do it like that. Okay.
And
How do I get out of here? No.
I have noticed this. There is, you has to. Oh well, it's supposed to have the thing. But there's quite a bit of weapons that you can use as kind of a sniping weapon from far away. That is definitely very handy to be able to do that.
And what,
Gunfire Reborn.
Oh, okay.
Because there's plenty of enemies that if you can either pick off from a distance or at least hit them, you can kind of hit them every so often and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have gotten decent at being able to just, I guess, kite is maybe a good word for that. I mean, they're not all melee characters, but basically, just be quick all around with like a rapid fire weapon and like a grenade launcher type weapon, and then just run in and out of everything. I gotten pretty good at that, but I definitely like I also say when, not if, because we will play again at some point in the future, even if it's just for fun. But I definitely think we should have someone in the back. Maybe not exclusively like sniping and whatnot, laying covering fire, because it's not really covering fire in the sense like the enemies don't duck, like they're just there. And if they get shot, they get shot. They don't really care. But it is very handy. And when we were playing before, this was the case. But there's one of those. I think it's a legendary scroll you can get, and it makes it to where your the criticals don't spawn, or not spawn. Can you get close? Maybe you have to fly over to that.
Fly over to that?
Yeah.
You think I can make that?
Yeah, you're high enough. But yeah,
like he's blowing.
Which so he'd go the other way. He's like slowing him down.
Fart, Link, fart.
Yeah. But he fart on command. How are you doing that?
You see him just like eating a bunch of beans while he's flying.
But there's one scroll where it basically your critical hits bypass the enemy's armor and shield or shield. And like I had that one time with like that like fire sniper. I don't even know what it's called. There's only like four or five weapons that actually know the name of it. But I could basically one-shot anything that wasn't like an elite enemy. Which is really cool because you're just standing there in the back, just like pow, pow, and then reload, pow. I mean, then it becomes, but it's also there's some skill to it in the sense of there is bullet travel time, which a lot of times the bullets aren't traveling as fast as bullets, quote unquote. So you have to kind of factor in that bullet travel time thing and whatnot, especially from far away. And a lot of the times the criticals are a headshot and then the enemy's heads aren't massive. So, but it definitely can see that being a, like he was saying, a viable strategy to play. Cause I mean, if you do it that way, and then also whoever's in the back sniping has to be aware of their surroundings, because there have been plenty of times where enemies have popped up behind me. And so you have to be maybe not constantly moving, but at least check your your six every every so often, just so you're not surprised and whatnot.
Oh gosh,
you're free.
I didn't know it was that was like super easy. I thought it would be more of like a Link's pulling and then it comes down, but no, it's just like shoot it. Okay, it fell.
Yeah,
it's really easy. Yeah, Gunfire Reborn is fun. It's a different game than I usually play. Right. It's okay. So I need to go. Well,
I know. If we go down, there's something we can do to. He can give seeds.
Oh,
but I don't know where else.
All right, have fun. Just go down.
But it's hilarious that we just like send him in, and then we're just like, okay, go. Fly, and then he'll fly as far as he can, and then he just falls.
Makar, take him out. Do it. Dude, help.
Wait.
All right, you get those two. I'll get this one. You get those two. All right, I'm gonna get the little magic. All right, how you doing? You kill him? Okay, I see you're still warming up your attack. All right,
He's distracting them.
I know.
Like, or actually, what you don't realize is that if he wasn't there using his magic energy to subdue them, they would just be
Yeah,
destroying you.
they'd be like way powerful or
Yeah.
something like that.
That's what you don't know.
Oh, thank you, Makar. Man, I couldn't do this without you. All right.
Well, to
The
kind
command
of go
melody.
off that, to some extent, this is this is one of those things where I don't know if I could say this definitively, like with scripture and whatnot, but I will say, at least generally speaking, a lot of
Makar
times
is the worst companion. No.
Yeah.
It's
No.
in scripture. It says that. No.
but a lot of times people see
Yeah, I needed to do that.
a lot of times people see things, or I guess this is how I think it seems to be the case, because people say, like, they'll say certain things and then, like, I don't know, just the way yeah, I'll just get into it basically. Say stuff like, or maybe not say stuff like this, but you have to jump and then you can use the
I can't get out of the tornado. How do I get him up there, though?
I think you have to control him.
Okay, let me get him out of there. Let me get out of there. Okay, so let me get him
But
first.
like, assume that things in life are basically neutral, in the sense of, like, if we do nothing, then it'll be fine. And if there's good, like, say if God does something in the situation, then it'll be good, or it'll be better than just normal. And then if the devil's involved, it'll be worse than normal. And I'm like, I don't think that's accurate, because of just the amount of things that go on. And then I guess I will say part of it's my experience.
Ooh.
You don't have enough thing like at the bar at the top.
Yeah, where'd the
left.
bar go? It just...
No, it drains pretty
Oh,
quick.
come on. Wow.
Hey, halfway, sort of.
All right, made it.
I'm more inclined
Oh,
to
this way,
think.
Makar. Back. I can't even control him.
Well, I think it's because you're moving backwards. I don't think that's normal. But I'll say I'm more inclined to believe that
Open.
because,
No, darn. Of course he can't.
yeah, again, this is one of those things where I'm not sure where the scripture is, but I know that the devil's called the god of this world, and then if you look at the systems in the world, you look at how much corruption's in the world. There's clearly he's influencing this world.
Yeah.
And so I'm more inclined to believe that if nothing happens and God's not involved, everything goes downhill very fast.
Bad things happen.
And so it's not like, oh man, I don't know, because a lot of times I would say, like, well, why did God allow this? I'm like, well, I think usually when they say that, they say, why did God?
Seriously,
Oh.
I was hoping that would be a key or something.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of times when people say that, they say, like, why did God allow this? Meaning, like, he could have very easily and definitively, came
Purpose
in
of
and
that.
fixed everything and whatnot, but he didn't. Why didn't he fix this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think that's an accurate assessment on that either, because I guess basically it's because, like, looking at things in scripture, like, he shows himself to be, well, first off, it says, taste and see that the Lord is good. So everything he's going to do is going to be good. And so there are times I will say where God is not involved in situations, but I don't think that's his fault. It's like he gave us, like, you can make choices on whether or not you're going to follow him or do what he says. And if you don't allow him into your life or into the situation, it's not his fault that things go south because you didn't let him in. How was he? Like, he allowed it to happen, quote unquote, by allowing you to have, like, he gave you a free will.
Yeah.
And so he's quote allowing it, but it's not his fault in that sense. But I don't think people take it that way. It's like, well, I don't know why God didn't, fix this thing. I'm like, I don't.
They assume he created, or if they believe in a God, they assume that he created the world and everything that happens is by his say so, and everything that happens is because he wanted it to. And
yeah,
they never talk about the devil, or if they believe in, I don't even know if many Americans or Christians for that matter, probably even believe in hell or the devil.
or at least have somewhat of an understanding. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not going to say I fully
magic.
understand anything, but or I would say have any like actual understanding of how he works, or because like what was it? The Bible talks like what was it? I think the Gospels talk about. I don't remember what the exact number was, but it was like the Bible talks about or mentions hell like 3 or 4 times more than it mentions heaven, or something like that. Or like it's more than heaven. I know that.
Darn it. Dag nabbit.
And it's more. It's not because Jesus is just so hardcore about hell. It's like no, it's a warning. That's why he's mentioning it. He's like, do these things, or these are consequences that are going to happen. Dang it, I was gonna say something.
Come on, guys. Let me
yeah.
stab you in the back.
Like you did say that the will, or anything that happens is the will of God. Like it must have been His will because it happened. At least this is one thing I can pull scripture, and I don't know the exact reference, but I know it's in the Lord's Prayer. But one thing at least to note, it's kind of like I guess the Lord's Prayer says, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." And basically that tells you 2 things. It says we're to pray God's will on earth as it is in heaven. So he has a will, or what was the 2 things? It was...
Well, I know it was like God has a will.
Oh, yeah.
And his will is not being done.
Yeah, it was...
Otherwise, why would we need to pray and ask for it?
His will is being done in heaven, and it's not being done on earth because... We're to pray that it is, that we're to pray into, that it will
All right,
be
Makar,
done.
you can
but
finally
if like that's one of the things. Like if God's will is being done anyway, then why should you do anything?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. That is one thing that I've heard people say sometimes, and I'm just like I don't. Not to say you couldn't have a reason or whatnot, but just like base value, I'm like I don't. Then why do anything? Like what's the I'm not gonna say what's the consensus because I don't really need that, but it's like why, if everything's gonna happen anyway, then you don't, then it's gonna happen and doesn't matter what you do, But
I've got a key. I'm trying to figure out where I need to go. There's a chest I haven't been to on the first floor, and there's 2 things in the basement.
Does the map not show you locked doors?
I don't think so.
Because I don't remember.
I mean, I can go all the way down because there's 2 chests down there.
I know that there was a locked. I
know
know there was a locked door down there. I don't know if you did it already. I feel like you did because you had to get the hook shot. I thought.
Well, there's
3 doors.
A room right across there with a chest in it that I have not gotten for somehow. And we grab Makar, just make sure he comes with me. I don't want to mess anything up.
You can call him too.
Yeah, but
or that.
I was just going to get close to him. Okay, it says in here there's a chest that I have not gotten. Is it underneath? Really?
Could be, yeah. I mean,
I don't
or there's
remember seeing one.
there's another section for a chest. Go back.
Well, I'm gonna over here.
Like there's a chest over there and a little platform.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. There's a chest over there. So you do something and a chest appears. This is how I'm seeing it.
Trying to look around. Doesn't okay. Let me go down here.
Maybe could you kill all those guys last time?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Unless they weren't here or something.
No, I remember you killing some of them.
Oh gosh. You guys move around way too fast. No. Not the freaking shoes.
That was the other one.
I took the shoes off. Why did you put them back on? Oh my gosh, these guys are kicking my butt. I'm not gonna lock on.
I mean, you also
There
can
we
use
go.
bombs.
Bombs are dangerous. No.
Like nuclear energy. No, we can't use it. It's
Ow.
dangerous. I'm like, okay, cars are dangerous. That's the other thing. Like, just like the overall danger, or what would you call that? Dangerousness. It's not a word. I don't think,
Dangerosity?
but yes.
No.
Dangerosity.
Yeah, see, there's- okay.
Dangerosity. No.
I don't
but
know
the
what else
overall
to
like
do.
amount of danger or how dangerous something is, it's not necessarily like That's something I'll say just real quick. It's something that I've heard, people bring up things with like different types of gun violence and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, obviously I'm not advocating gun violence in any way, shape or form, but I am for someone defending themselves if they, that I'm for. Not to say like, oh yeah, let's use violence, but a lot of times that's the only course of action. When someone is going to kill you or something, a lot of times you can't just be like, well, no, I don't think that's the best course of action. It's not, anyway. So a lot of times it has to be violent. Or
How in the world?
a more, what do you call that? A show of force, whatever you want to call it.
How do I get that?
But like, there's a lot of statistics I've seen where it's like, the amount of gun deaths in 2019 or something, which every time I've ever seen that number, it always includes suicides, which I'm like, that's not, I mean, not to say that's not part of gun violence in the sense of like they used a gun. Okay, fine. But that's not like how does that support any type of,
What?
legislation? Well, it might be up because the floor is not strictly like this level. It might be above you and then back there.
Oh.
Maybe. Or below you. Actually, is there one below? I think there is something below you.
How would I get down?
Another door, maybe. Like another thing you do later.
Okay, yeah, all right, I guess,
But one of the things, it's like, if we're going to talk strictly about, the amount of lives lost and then whether or not something is legal or not.
Get in the...
You have to be inside. Don't ask. Oh, never mind. Quick!
Kill him!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, darn it!
Well, he was over. He was over the
wow.
thing and then like hit and fell like out away from it. No, but if we're talking strictly the amount of lives lost in using a particular whatever, then if that's really the main concern, then we need to ban cars because like 10 times more people die from cars than gun violence every year.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 10 times, but it's definitely more. So it's like if that's really the concern, then that's something we need to look into, because like public transit, we need to only go to public transportation because people driving themselves, like and that's something. This is something I actually say this and then I'll be done because I don't want to just talk about this. But something I had thought about is a firearm is actually it is one of those things. It is a weapon. It is designed to kill. Like it's either for, you can use it for hunting, but it can be used for self-defense. It also can be used maliciously, but you can also use a hammer like that if you want.
Yeah,
beside the point.
and a knife.
Right. But anyway,
but
something, it is actually, it's a weapon and it is designed to kill. So that's something. So if the amount of deaths...
Do I go... looks like there's a door on the other side, but I don't know how to get through.
I think there's a switch,
that.
maybe? Yeah, I know you can, but I don't...
All right, I'll try to go once I'm going to wait for the...
This is one of those things. If I have played the game within the past month, I could probably tell you where to go. Because I played this game like 5 years ago, I remember it, but I don't remember how to do any of it.
I remember we had to fight a boss.
Yeah, I remember you're fighting... I think you're trying to defeat someone named like Ganondorf or something. No. That's like the overall thing. You're like, that's not helpful.
Wind! Darn it.
But something that like, so if the amount of deaths due to gun violence is, this number is high, and that's the number, and a gun is actually designed to kill, and then the amount of deaths for the amount of deaths for car accidents is considerably higher, and the car is not designed to kill people. That to me makes the numbers like shift even more. Because you have something that's not designed to kill, kills more people than this thing that is designed to kill, and it kills, like, I don't know, at least that to me is like, that at least should be thrown in there, at the very least. At least in my mind it makes sense.
Okay, I'm going to use my car to kind of explore, because I'm not really sure where to go.
Go to the map. Because it's going to be somewhere.
Wait for me.
It's going to be somewhere that you need to go.
No! Get away!
It's going to be some...
Okay.
Fly away!
Love my Makar.
They're fast.
Okay, time out.
They're
All right,
faster
map.
than you. You got to fly away.
Well, it's not going to show me. I'll hide,
Oh,
I'll
God.
hide in the grass. Oh, just leave me alone, guys. Come on. Like, seriously. This is ridiculous. I'm not doing anything to you guys. I'm a harmless little whatever I am, and you guys just leave me alone.
Like a harmless little nut.
Yeah. I'm an almond. Just leave me alone. All right, I'm going to fly over here where it's safe. Okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
he's like just fast enough to not be like destroyed by them.
So, okay, the
Oh,
map,
gosh.
like, okay, Makar's down. He's
Like
below me.
what's that,
There's
like
another
that-
chest.
Yeah, those two places. Go there. I mean, like,
Okay, so I need to. Makar is down there. Okay, so I will. So wait, hold on. I need to go. I think straight across, right? I need to go that
your
way.
face either straight or back, or yeah, because you're like at an angle
Yeah.
and it's hard to read the map.
So
You're
I
facing
am
there, and you're trying to go where? Top left.
to the right.
Okay, so you need to
I
go
guess. So I need to go
down into the
that
left.
way.
Yes,
Okay. So
but yeah, at an angle, it's just
I'll go over
because I'm not
there.
using full directions. I'm like it's like how would you say, like if you're saying turn left, usually that's a full 90-degree turn. Would it be like a 45 left? Is that what you'd say, or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, do a 45 left. Which I mean that would definitely work. You could definitely say that.
Oh, come on. Seriously, Link? Missed both of them.
Do you have to kill them?
Yeah, to get Makar in here. I don't.
Oh, okay,
I can't
okay.
do the wind command thing with them going. "Roar, roar, roar, roar." What the heck? The game is being very stingy. Eat bombs. Okay, fine. Eat it. Thank you. Eat it. Thank you. Don't knock me off, you jerk. Oh, he died.
He flew.
did.
Well, no, he
both
followed you
dead.
off. You're like, wow,
Okay.
this guy's dedicated. He's like, kill the hero.
I'm waiting for the wind. Okay.
Oh man.
'Cause the wind will allow
Well,
me to
I mean-
fly back up.
So I'll just kind of chat because because we don't have comments.
So I only killed one of them.
Talk
apparently.
about-
Yeah.
So
Well,
Go ahead.
also I wanted to say
Yeah.
when it comes to Bible stuff, and we say this multiple times. I want to keep saying it. Don't just take what we say for granted, or don't just disagree
oh my
with
gosh.
us.
That was weird. Sorry.
Use
you-
scriptures to.
yeah.
What?
You blew him up, and then an ambulance drove by, and I was like, "What happened? Why is it
Yeah.
making that sound?" But it's not.
All right, Maker, come on over here. We're gonna go in this room now. Hopefully, this is where I need to go.
What is this?
And also, guys, if you're watching this later on our channel, not live, you can still interact with us, leave comments and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts on renewable
Automobiles.
energy and gun
Yeah.
control and all the other stuff we were talking about? Okay. All right, Makar, come on.
No, this is So this is a verse. Well, I'll just
I need
say this real
magic,
quick.
man.
Actually, I don't want to
so
say
weak.
that. And I'm trying. I am wanting to get better at like saying stuff because I've noticed this too. And I don't know. This isn't necessarily a bad thing per se, but sometimes when we're praying before an episode, we're gonna say we're gonna pray real quick, which I'm not necessarily saying that's wrong, but I don't want that to be my language.
What?
Like we're just real quick. I'm gonna pray because that to me, at the very least for me, it's sounding like I'm either ashamed or I'm trying to get it out of the way so I can just get done with it.
I
I
don't
don't-
get that at all. But
Well, at the very least, I'm not going to say that
but
because
yeah, I
that's
understand if
the
you're not
connection my
gonna say
brain
it.
makes, and I don't want to say that.
I just say I'm gonna pray really quick because I'm ashamed. No, don't you dare take him. I saw you.
And that's why Link needed a weapon. Right? No,
Yeah,
like that's a good
yeah.
point. If he didn't have a sword, what are you
That's
gonna do?
true. Yeah.
Basically, just hope the car can run away.
No, it's illegal for you to take him. No, it's
Yeah,
illegal.
He has a no kidnapping sign. That's something I will
What?
say I've never gotten. Is the no gun zone sign? Like I'm fine with it. If like I'm perfectly fine with a no gun zone. If you have a system in place for security, like because they have those at like concerts and whatnot. You have like armed security. I'm like I'm fine with that because obviously it's their job for the security. That's the whole point of the security. But if you just put it on like some random store, like, you know, I mean, it's one of those things. Like if you're a shop owner, I'm hoping you don't just think it's going to stop anyone, because if I'm like it's one of those other things I've seen. But it's
this is where I need to go because that's
gun.
where the
What is it? Yeah, this is actually. I remember you saying this like an hour ago.
yeah.
I didn't even think about it. But that's something I've also heard too about gun like mass shootings and whatnot. Is like 90% or very high number of them are done in gun-free zones.
Done by women. No, I'm just
Whole
kidding.
bike, no. But like no, in gun-free zones, which like I'm not
Woo-hoo,
I'm not a
those almost got
psychopath.
sliced.
But just thinking about this logically, if my sole purpose in going into this store to shoot up people is to kill as many people as possible and then die whatever.
I want to talk to somebody that believes, like it makes no sense that if we're like, you know, we need more gun control to stop all this violence. They're criminals. They're breaking the law. What is more laws going to do?
The only thing that
what's the logic behind that?
The only thing I can think of that would actually stop that more laws would stop, which I mean I don't even know if I would say it would stop it. It would just maybe mitigate some of it. Would be someone who isn't maliciously necessarily going to buy a firearm, and then they now they use it for something like that. Then okay. But you're still not going to... That's not the majority of cases. Or at least, I can't imagine that being the majority of cases. But what I was going to say is...
We opened the door.
What I was going to say.
Hold on, let me reply to this.
Comment. Test. Game Bros said test about an hour and a half ago. No.
No, I wanted to reply to that. A text message, because I'm designing a website, a college website actually, for a place called Harvard. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's a Bible college. I was just replying to okay, you stay here, and I'll take care of them.
You stay here, don't die. Can you use bombs on those guys?
This is a sword-free zone. Oh, I'm carrying a sword. But I have a license to carry this. Ouch! Why didn't it do the?
So that I will say that's something, and I haven't heard the other side, and I'm always willing to hear the other side. But that's something I will say in my mind makes sense. Is,
no! Put it down. Oh,
the license to carry the license to carry a firearm in public. That I think at least makes sense.
That didn't even hurt him.
Basically, because it's like if I have a firearm in my house, then really the only people if I'm negligent, the only real people I'm causing harm to would be my family, which be sad if you do, but okay. But if I'm in public and I don't know how to use my gun and I end up like accidentally shooting it and then I kill someone or whatnot, now I'm liable to the safety of someone else. So that's something that he's like kickboxing you. That's something that is maybe that I would say is one role of the government, is not to keep you safe as an individual, but it's to ensure the safety of those. Like it's to not really ensure the safety of those around you. It's to not allow my freedoms to put you in harm's way.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if I'm free to, throw, light TNT and throw it off my balcony, but then you like camping down in the ravine that I'm throwing TNT in, that's a problem,
Which reminds me, there's, I saw this
Bosky
form that said, hey, with all this COVID stuff going around, everybody's saying, wear masks. The government is saying, wear mask. You should wear a mask to protect yourself and protect others. And there was a form that said, hey, based on, article, it was, I can't remember what article it was, but it was the 1964 that said you can't discriminate with race, religion, sexuality, all that stuff. And they're saying based on that, I'm not wearing a mask for religious reasons, therefore I don't have to wear a mask. That doesn't work because, like, in the same case, that's a right you have. But if you have COVID and you're saying, no, I'm not going to wear a mask because that's my right, you're putting other people's safety at risk. Therefore, that right, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with like dynamite and a gun, like you were saying.
Yeah, I don't like
Maybe this
I don't really
way?
know if I have my like a view on that per se because there's still a place in the top left
Can't
that
go
we
that
haven't
way.
done. I mean, the boss key is at the very bottom, which
I'll
I
just
think
go
that's
down.
actually where we need to go down. But we haven't gotten anything new, have we? Is there anything else new we got?
Nope, not that I know of. We got the hook shot. I mean,
We have Makar, but we had him
boots.
before. I'm trying to think of what we need to open because I'm pretty sure you open the.
oh wait,
The
that's not what I
bottom.
needed.
I think you have to spin. Don't
Oh
you?
darn it!
To
I
get to
don't
the
have
side.
it. Ah. Yeah, I thought there was one over here, but there's not.
Well, there is, but it's up there.
Back up. Barely.
There we go.
All right,
Come on,
Makar,
Makar.
can
Yeah,
you figure
keep
it
going.
out? You figure out how to get up here? No.
Can you do it from there, or is he going to be done?
I
and be
hope
like,
so.
There's nothing near to control.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
good. But do you understand? Does that make sense to you? That
I see I see the logic. I guess I'm not against that. I'm more
because how
trying to
is
just
how is
think
it any
about it.
different than I have a right to throw dynamite anywhere I want to? Like, well, no. If you're throwing it in public places, you that right. You know, you can't do that. It's the same thing with wearing a mask. Like,
well. I guess it would be. Yeah, I guess it would be
Like,
one
you
of those
can't
like
force
because
me to-
the thing would be because I think you're and I'm not saying you did this purposely and I'm not like yeah. Let me say this. I don't think you did this purposely, and I'm not saying you should have said this. I'm just in my mind. I'm thinking you didn't say, or I don't think you said wear a mask in public. That's obviously what you were meaning. It's not like no, in your home when you're bathing everywhere you need to wear a mask. Like that's not what you
need
mean.
to go
You're meaning like in
down.
public. So yeah, I would say if that's the case, like if the the basically you have this disease or whatnot, but you're still gonna be like no, I'm gonna go out and do everything and whatnot. It's like yeah, now, like if you're going that
wait a
far,
minute. Ugh. So it is. I think it is on the first floor or something. The boss, because I have to go to that invisible. There's nothing
well, it's
there.
down. But I'm trying to think of how you
Oh,
open
yeah,
that
how do I-
because it is
How do
down.
I go down?
So go back up. What was over there? Sorry, what was to the left? Was there a chest? 'Cause there's nothing
I
there.
think I think it was a chest here. It was a key. Yeah.
Okay. Go back up because it's easier to see when you're higher up. Because I think there's something else we need to trigger to get that thing to. You need more magic.
We'll go
To get
here.
that thing to open up. You can cut
Please
him
have
off.
magic.
He's like, "Wah."
Yeah. He's scared and then he's fine. What is
Yes.
that thing?
Just a spike. Just there for menacing reasons.
Got him. Yeah, I don't know.
But go further up and further in.
Further up and further in. There's that door. I don't know.
Oh,
what that
actually,
is.
there's things like there's like windmill things. I think you have to possibly activate higher up. Those things maybe. I don't know.
Those blow with the wind. I don't like whenever this thing goes, they start.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. I feel like there's something actually
See, they're
straight
blowing right
across.
now.
Straight across.
That does not look familiar. That might be where I have to go. Let me see. Let's wait for
mean, I would
Maker, or
just
let's wait for the wind.
Really try to go in places you haven't been.
Yeah, that doesn't look familiar.
This
I'll
is something
try
I'm
to go that
noticing,
way.
and it's nothing wrong. It's just this is something I'm noticing. When I'm trying to help out for a game that I haven't played and I'm not controlling, it's very hard for me to try to figure out what to do because I'm like, I haven't been controlling it, so I don't really know. And I've been talking, so I'm not fully aware of what you've done.
What's the range of the command melody?
Oh, wow. That's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
Or pretty good, yeah.
Okay, where's Makar? Makar's way
He's
down
like,
here.
can you hear me? He's like, yeah, I can hear you. Okay, get it up here. Okay. Fly up, and I think you're in a groove.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right, I think I need to just go this way. I think. Just
La, la,
weird
la, la,
because
la.
I can't. I can't really control him
Yeah, it's when he's the
really
wind.
at all.
It's just he's just going straight up.
I don't know where
Straight up, man.
where is it? Whatever. I don't know where Link is. Yes, he. Oh gosh, I'm gonna. Oh, perfect. Yeah, first
funny.
try. Hopefully this is the right way to go. I could. There are those. Oh no, this is backwards. I remember this because I remember walking in here and being like, "What are those things?"
Yeah. So,
Actually,
I would say that it. Like, I agree with you. Because if
haven't
you
been-
like, just say you had like the bubonic plague or something, and if you're just like, I don't think you could really get out of your house very well, but you know, for whatever reason you wanted to. There,
Yeah, I
now
know.
you can.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
you can do the hook shot and whatnot.
Just give me a shot, my card. Oh wow, he's actually running. Oh, that's because I
Save
called
me from
him.
the
That's
flaming.
right.
But if you wanted to, like, you know, it's a
Dagnabbit.
very infectious disease. But you're like, you know, I'm just gonna go out and go to a bar and get drunk because I'm gonna die
Yeah.
anyway. Whatever. If you now being out in public interacting with people is now going to cause or possibly cause harm to other people, then I would say no. People are within your right to, or I guess would say the government at this point, or officials and doctors and whatnot, are within their right to detain you and put you in a
Yeah.
quarantine place. Now you might not want to do that, and you'd be like, "No, my right, I can go anywhere I want." It's like, well, yeah, but it is
Like, yeah,
now you're
normally you have that right, but
Yeah, but now-
not when you're sick or not when
now,
there's a.
now you're and that's one of those things. Like I've said this before. Said this before, but the rights, the Constitution, and I will say, this is something that people don't realize, and I would say I'd probably the same before I'd kind of learn more about it. But the Constitution does not give you rights; it only identifies them.
Yeah.
The rights, like the right of self-preservation with the right to bear arms, the right of free speech and assembly and religion, all that. And then there's other ones I'd have to go. I actually need to learn more about that. But those are given to you by God. He gave you the choice to do these things, and He gave you the ability to defend yourself. Now, obviously, He's not giving you a handgun, but He gives you the ability, and you like basically, I guess the Second Amendment is basically. You can use the tools you deem necessary to defend yourself from, and then list anything, whether or not that's a domestic violence or neighborhood terror, whatever, or
Come on.
tyrannical government.
Can I just shoot them or no?
I don't know. You could try.
Actually, I feel like can't I hook shot them?
you might be able to pull them out of their cloud of mist.
Come on.
You can time it.
There we go. Yeah.
I like his face. He's like, oh.
I do remember doing that.
Man, I keep talking and then I don't know what I'm saying.
We're talking about rights.
Right,
and-
but like the phrasing or whatever.
Okay. Don't think I can get to them yet. All right. Well, I need maker probably to plant some more seeds.
Yeah. But your rights were given to you by God, and then now you have the right to do these things, or not now. You have the right. You already had the right. The government or the Constitution is just recognizing them and saying the government cannot take these away from you. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The rights, like the I don't know if I could find this in like actual, in a statement per se, but learning more about the founding fathers and whatnot. And first off, knowing that a lot of them, I think out of the 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence, like 30 of them were preachers or something like that, like a high number. It's not like 3. It's like no, a good maybe not the majority, but a good portion of them, and a lot of them were. I don't know if I would say everyone, but I know a lot of them are Christians.
Yeah. I think the most famous Thomas Jefferson wasn't a Christian, but he understood. He knew that. I mean, he believed in a God and knew that there
Things
was.
I've learned would counter everything that you said. Just
Oh,
now.
that he's not a Christian?
Yeah.
Because I thought he wasn't.
That's what I've heard before, but I've also heard other things, and so again, that's one of the things I don't want to do my own research. But from what this other person was saying, it's David Barton who's saying this.
Oh,
And
really?
he at least knows a lot about it. Now, I mean, granted, he's human. He could be lying through his teeth, but I know him. I don't think that's anyway. That's not the point. He had said that Thomas Jefferson, when they were building the Washington D.C., like in like the late 17th century, or no, the late 18th century, I guess.
Gosh. If I put Makar up there, the hand is going to immediately try to kill him, and then...
Well, you can fly over to the far corner and then come over and then see if you can do it without, like, you can plant the seed and then run away. And
Yeah,
it might not trigger yet, because you're not close enough. I don't know.
I'm just here planting my seed. Don't worry about me. I'm just a harmless little almond. And
That's funny because it doesn't look like an almond at
I'll
all.
hide in the bush. Yeah, I don't know.
But it was saying when he built he was in charge of, I think, the building of Washington D.C. And he advocated and basically gave the suggestion that we should have church in the House of Representatives, which is the largest building or the largest like place and whatnot. And so for like the next like I don't know how long, but for the next several years. No, for the next several years, that was a normal practice. And then the other thing is, there's a letter between Jefferson and someone else talking about separation of church and state, but that's just a small phrase of like a 500-word letter. And if you read the letter in context, it's clearly indicating that the government cannot impose a religious belief on you. And that's basically it. It does not mean that you cannot have any type of religious whatever. It doesn't mean that you cannot have any type of religious thing in a government setting.
Ow. Whoa. I'm losing health.
He's falling off and landing on the next one. Anyway,
yeah.
But all that to say, the rights in the Declaration, or not the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights. Yeah, because the Bill of Rights is the first.
Gosh.
However many amendments? He's dead.
Where is he?
No, he's right there.
Okay, good. I was like, okay, I can open
just
that.
Like smashes him against the wall. You're like,
What does this do?
I think it's just an elevator thing, or that's to get back up.
Okay.
Because you can't get back.
Don't
up.
need that.
But all of the rights are, they coincide with a responsibility. Which I mean, that's just generally how things work. Like if I'm giving you the responsibility of cleaning the dishes, then, or I guess that's not a right. So a little bit different. Say like, I give you the right to choose whenever you go to bed. Say that. So now that your parents says, yeah, you can choose whenever you go to bed. Okay, but if you never go to bed, and then you wake up and you miss, going to school and whatnot, well, that's my right. Well, no, you have a responsibility to pick, to not be stupid with your,
Yeah.
Now that is not something I think the government should be involved in making a rule for.
Come on, let me kill the skeleton guys. Annoying.
But it's same thing.
Nabbit, you stupid little whatever these things are.
But so for like the free speech and whatnot, you have the right to free speech and whatnot, but you have a moral obligation and responsibility to tell the truth. Now, like I think I mentioned this before, but it's not something that you're going to say like, oh well, therefore everyone's going to tell the truth.
Oh my gosh!
I'd kill the other guy first.
All right, where is this stupid little floaty little Majackin? No, where is he? Take this. Oh no, arrows in the face.
That guy will spin, I think, if he gets the chance.
Nice.
And then if you you have the right to bear arms, you have the right to own firearms and whatnot, and now you have the responsibility to not use them in a to not use them
idiotically
to harm people, or in the sense of like to harm innocent people, to use them
irresponsibly.
Like you have the right to peaceful protest, but you don't, and you have the moral responsibility not to destroy public property because you feel like it. It's there's thing, and it does also say peacefully protest. That's actually something I'd seen a little clip on, and it was like, I think I know the news anchor, but I won't mention the name. Doesn't matter. But basically, they were talking about, I think it was a lot of the riots that have been happening recently and whatnot, and it was basically, I'm not sure why. I don't know. This is one of those things where it's like I'm becoming more and more convinced that the media is in the pocket of people, because it's like, how can you say some of these things and not have like, what would you call that? Or at the very least, like say some of these things with a straight face, but it's like, or I guess why you would say this, but basically the person had said like, tell me where it says the protests are supposed to be peaceful, and like a whole bunch of people like that I saw little videos were basically just kind of like, you know, looking at the First Amendment and they're like, it's right. Never mind, because it's like it says peacefully protest, like it says that in there. It's not unclear. And so anyway, now that is one of those things, like, you know, I can maybe see some of the reasons as to why certain things happen, but that doesn't mean they should happen or that you are you have the right to do them.
I need to go.
Because like if someone's really angry, like say someone, you know, someone a spouse cheats on their, you know, husband or wife, whatever, that can make the person obviously very angry, feel betrayed, and may want to lash out violently at them. Okay, I understand that. I don't think it's right. You know?
Yeah.
Like you can understand something and still like, no, it's still not right. Is this where the boss is? Is the boss down here?
I think so. Yeah.
Golly. Why'd they put the button? Like I guess the boss is a really tall guy and he just like walks up and pushes the button.
All right, Maker, where are you?
Why'd you push the button
Where'd I
that
put
far?
You? There you are.
That far up.
Do I need anything else in here? A couple rupees.
Oh.
All right.
I guess I will, because I was going to say this before, but I was reading Proverbs, something in Proverbs, and I guess I'm coming more to the realization when anytime it says, maybe not any time, but learning that God has names, you know, he has like El Shaddai, Jehovah Rapha, and but they give an insight to who he is. It's not just like, he has name's Bill. You know, okay, fine. But if you knew someone, like, actually, here's a yeah. So here's a name that's similar, you know, not similar, but if you heard the name Ivan the Terrible, you're like, okay, that implies something. You know, it might be terrible,
really
it might be bad. You know,
Russian czar, wasn't
right?
he?
Versus, I don't know. I don't know. I think he was. I don't know if the word is terrible in the sense of like he's a terrible leader and was bad, or if he just, I'm more thinking it was like he was very violent, I would think, but I don't know if that's the case. That's just usually the connotation I get when people calling, you know. But if you just said like, oh, this guy's name is Ivan or whatever, like, okay. But if you're like, but this guy's name is Ivan the Terrible, you're like, okay, why is he called? You know, it gives you at least somewhat insight. Anyway, so the proverb, so learning more about the names of God and everything. You fly over, plant the seed, and then you can hook shot, I think.
Yep.
But it's Proverbs 3:25-26 says, "Do not be afraid of sudden terror, nor of trouble from the wicked when it comes, for the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being caught." And then I was like, you know, kind of just thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, the Lord will be your confidence. And then I'm like,
and the wind just stops.
Oh, really? It's
weird.
afraid of the tree. Actually, that's the same thing that happened the other time. You plant trees and the wind stops. Like, how does this work?
Yeah.
No, and so I just wrote, the Lord will be your confidence, and then I wrote Jehovah Jireh, the Lord will sees ahead and provides, and so you're confident in the Lord because he says he will provide.
Yeah, you know.
And so it's not just, that's something that I will say, I'm very glad I'm learning, but it's like, I think it's one of the, I guess it's the, what is it? Keith Moore talks about this, but it says, believing that God can do something does not give you the faith that he will do it. Or does not mean you have the faith that he will do it, or something like that. And I guess he's kind of mentioned he's been in, or he's heard or been in, you know, services where people get all, you know, basically excited and, you know, whatnot, and just, for lack of a better term, start, you know, yelling really loudly, you know, God is able, God is able. Okay, yes, God is able. That doesn't give you any faith.
Yeah.
Believing God's able doesn't give you any faith. All that means is that you believe he's able. It's like, well, he's also able to give you $1 million, but it doesn't, like, or what was that's the example, but it's like, Is Bill Gates able to give you $1 million? Probably pretty easily.
Like, yes, he
But,
is.
okay, so do you have faith that he will? Like, are you driving to his house to pick it up right now? Like, are you expecting a check in the mail? Well, no. Why not? He's able, it's the same kind of thing. But all that to say, yeah, Jehovah Jireh, I am confident that the Lord will provide. Now, that does come with a somewhat of a caveat, because if you don't follow him, if you don't do what he says, I'm not going to say, and I don't believe that it's God's going to stare down at you fully capable to help you, and then he's going to say, no, I'm not going to help you. I don't think that's what's happening here. I think at this point, now I guess I could be wrong, but I'm more inclined to believe that God's willing to help you. He's there and wants to help you. We need to, there's a little trench you need to get over. I think you need to drop a box in, and then you have to push another box. So I think one of them you have to move. Or actually, no, look up. Yeah, that one you can block both with one box.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just move move the, well, either way.
There. That should block them. Right?
Try it. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you move that one, then you can, yeah. But I'm more inclined to believe, and I guess this is more just from what I have seen in the scripture, God is willing to help. He's there, and he wants to help and be there. But if you don't let him into your life, there's nothing he can do about it. Like, he's not going to override your ability to choose. He's not going to force his way in. I mean, that's something else I thought about, because I was like, he stands at the door and knock. Okay, that implies he waits for you to unlock the door. Like, he doesn't just bulldoze his way in and say, you're going to believe in me.
Yeah, I like there's people talking about, I think it was, I don't remember, it was some evangelist daughter, I guess, or something like that, was on a news something talking about they were talking about, man, there's so much gun violence in schools, like, why doesn't God do something? And
right.
She
That's
was
something
like,
I hear all the time.
We have kicked God out of schools. We've asked him, and he's a gentleman, so he'll leave.
Right.
So it's not like it's not God's fault.
Yeah,
we kicked him out of our lives. Right. We've kicked him out of our schools, out of our government. People are trying to kick him out of our country, which is something we need to continually fight for and pray that it doesn't happen.
It's a sad truth, but it's one of those things, like, God will, he gave you a free will, you can choose. And so I guess he's, by giving you a free will, he's not going to override you and say, this is what's going to happen. He will allow you to walk straight into hell if you want to.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to force you to that's a sobering reality, but it's like, he's not sitting there twisting your arm. Like, I will say, he can bring it up to someone, like, this is something Pastor Magine said, but like, if you are intervening for someone, God can then, he now has words to work in the earth. Like, he doesn't just come in and do things because he wants to. Like, there's things he wants to do. There's things he said in his word, like, but he can't, like, that's one of the things I'm not well versed in, I'll say, but I've heard enough about it that I would say, yes, I believe that. I see that
fairies.
I see that in other things in Scripture. And anyway, but like, hey, a lot of rupees. See, now we have 807.
Yeah. Make the 809.
But I think the first time I actually had heard this was in Tulsa. I think it was Pastor Willie George was the. Yeah, stay here in my car.
Yeah. Oh, hit my mic. My bad.
But it was basically him going through the creation story and then the fall, and talking about how God created the heavens and the earth, and then he gave dominion to the man, and then the man submitted under the devil and did what he said.
Yep.
So thereby giving basically dominion of the earth to the devil. Because then you I've heard both sides.
Which is why, well, this is jumping way, but that's why in the book of Job, Satan was able to approach the throne of God because he had taken that right from man, and there was no buffer. It was so that's why Satan was able to go to the throne of God and be like, "Hey, let me mess around with Job."
He's like
He's clapping.
I hadn't heard that before, but
I mean, that's what I believe, and I don't know because it was in a book I was reading, but I can't remember. Again, I would look it up and read it for yourself to find out. But I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know if I'd have to read about it.
Hook shot is a tongue thingy.
Come on now, get his little tongue. Come on, come on. Good Lord, I have to be like right in his mouth. But yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. You can look it up in the Bible and find out for yourself whether or not you agree or disagree with that.
But so
as long as you use scripture.
But here's something, like that to me, at least this is something I will say.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, you don't want to get too close because he will grab you. But
I
like,
shot at his tongue.
You might be able to. You might be able to shoot him with an arrow, but I would try to just do the hook shot. But
nope.
Don't get too close.
Nope. Can I not switch? Oh, there we go.
Do you want to get to where you can?
I mean, I'm going through.
Because there's two modes. Right now you have it on hold, and it locks onto a target. If you go to toggle, if you push it, it'll switch between targets.
Well, right now it's, oh my gosh. It's switching, but there's like 15 enemies, so it's like this one,
but it's
this one.
But it's not. It's also not going through a cycle.
Not this one.
Anytime you release it, it's selecting, like it has 3 that it's selecting from.
Well, yes, I wanted to do that. I don't know why that wouldn't be the default.
Because it's never been the default.
Target type switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't want that as the default. It doesn't make any sense to me. Can't see.
It's just, I mean, my only thought is it's because the first 3D Zelda game was Ocarina of Time and it didn't have that as the default.
And I had to use a fairy. First fairy of the game. I wish it would lock onto the... Oh my... See? Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to lock onto his stupid tongue. I'm standing 2 feet away, and it's like, oh, the guy that 100 feet away from you? Like, no! I'll just kill these guys.
That's what I was going to say.
Jeez,
but was it switching? I mean, I've never played this game with that setting.
Come on out of there. Come on out of the sand, you stupid, weird, creepy worm thing, whatever you are.
And I will say also, if you push the hook shot and push it again and again over and over, it doesn't extend. It actually just resets, which actually doesn't really make sense. It's like pushing the release button, but whatever.
All right, locking onto you.
Yeah,
Come here.
I was going to say the...
Ouch.
Wow.
That hurt.
Yeah, I think
why am I locked on?
If you kill the little guys...
Yeah.
I think they'll give you hearts. They can give you hearts. But I was to say basically I've seen I've been walked through now several times by either pastors or looking at it myself and whatnot and seeing, like, I do think that yes, God gave dominion to the man, or that's very clear. It's like he says, have dominion, subdue the earth and whatnot.
Oh, nope. Use the hook shot, please. No, get out of there, Link! Something's happening. I can't even see. Oh gosh. All right. It's.
Well, that's the other thing. I don't like. Does it say, or press L to switch targets?
See.
Okay. I
now
have to experiment.
If I
don't know how to
one
lock.
time,
I don't know how to take it
locked
off.
on.
Yeah, that's something I'd have to experiment.
And I don't
know how to do that.
So I'll just take my time. I'll kill these little worms. Come on.
But if, like, looking at the state of things in the world and whatnot,
oh my gosh,
why would we assume that God's in control of everything? Like, either he's
I'm not doing very well.
Either
come
he's
over here,
stupid
worms.
Like, either he's a very, like, evil God in the sense of, like, he likes destruction and whatnot, or he is a terrible manager because things are going haywire all over the place. Like, so why would we assume that he's in control? Like, isn't it more inclined to believe that the person that likes
No!
destruction and whatnot is in control? Anyway, I don't like having deep conversations when you're in a boss battle because like you can't respond, and I know it's not helping.
I hate that I have to mash the hook shot for him to use it. I have to
You
like,
shouldn't have to,
because right now, well, like I have to use. Well, I don't know. It's annoying that I
because if you
like
if
he's
you,
switching, which makes sense.
yeah, because if you
gosh.
mash it, that makes him like it comes out about 2 feet. You push it again, it goes back in, and he does it again. Then he does it again. Then he does it.
You
again.
get away from me! That's terrifying. Oh my gosh. If he like eats me one more time, I'm dead, and I don't have any more fairies. Oh gosh. I wish it would lock on to the guy with the arrow.
Yeah, that's something I don't
But it's
ever
like,
get.
oh, I'm facing this way. You mean?
Well, there's an arrow on the enemy, and it doesn't lock onto that enemy.
Yeah.
So then what's the point of the arrow?
That's my point. It's like, yeah, it's telling me, you know, like, okay, lock on. And well, that time I did it,
yeah.
but. All right, get away. Get the heart. Okay. One more little worm to kill. Do that. Okay, take him out. Now I've got full health. I can get close enough. Use the hook shot. Hit his little tongue.
It is kind of funny.
And he's dead.
Like you pull the tongue in, and then the thing's like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I'll get hit now. Like,
Yeah.
why? I mean, it's nice that it's willing to just die for us, but you know. But yeah, there's things where I
Thanks for
Like
all
I'm-
your help, Makar.
I'm going through scripture and seeing things, and there's been several times in my life where I feel like I've changed. There's been things where I've changed my perspective on, or I wouldn't say I've changed. I mean, I would say yes, I've changed in the sense that, you know, it wasn't like something happened and I changed. I don't know. It wasn't, you know, but the way God was revealing himself to me and I was
Yeah.
showing me things, then anyway, all that to say, like, there's been several times where my views on certain things have switched, and it's not like a switch in the sense of like it's on off. It's like it's a slow, usually a gradual thing.
Yeah.
But then because like it's, you know, now I have this revelation and now I'm seeing that everywhere in the scripture. And that to me is just, now it's God's, what do you call it? Confirming it, like over and over and
Yeah.
all these things. And so that's something I've always found kind of not funny, but it's, I guess, odd, is that there's definitely some things I feel like people, and I guess it's one of those, because there's going to be things in my life that are like this too, but it's like I have this really firm, you know, belief in something, but then I have maybe 2 scriptures that sort of seem to go with that. But then either you have other scriptures that seem to completely contradict it,
that.
or something. Like, if that's the case, then I guess there's several possibilities. Either your view is either completely wrong or slightly wrong. Sometimes it's not completely wrong. That's definitely the case.
And another thing
Or
we
the
need
way
to-
you understand these scriptures are, you know, there's something that you're not getting from. And so that's also something I feel like everyone needs to be open to, especially if you're a
And-
Christian, because the Bible's not a simple document.
Yeah.
First off, it's alive, because it's
It's
God's
very
word living.
it's very prideful to read something in the Bible and say, "Oh no, that's not true," or "I'm not experiencing that, so that's not true. That must not be." I like Keith Moore talks about, if you read something and the Bible says everybody should get apples in the world, everybody can
Right,
get
right.
apples, and you're like,
Where
"Well,
is
I'm not
that?
getting apples. I'm."
Where is that?
It's in the book of
It's in Genesis.
Jonah. No.
Yeah. There actually is a book of Jonah.
And yeah, I know.
Yeah. The book of
But it's like, and you just
book of
like,
Noah.
oh, well, that's not true, because that doesn't, you know, that's very prideful to be like, no, I know what it is. The Bible is not, you know.
Right.
It should be, Lord, I don't understand this because I'm not seeing it in my life. Help me to give me the revelation of this. Like, what, you know, what am I missing? Why am I not experiencing, why don't I have apples? You know, pretty much. What ails you? Why the long face? The monsters are gone from the world. Does that make you a little happy? the boat knows what's up, though. He's like, we've got a long journey. Ganon has not shown himself above the seas since Valu unleashed his fiery wrath upon him. And what's worse, there is not a creature stirring in his base of operations in this world. Isn't that a good thing?
Exactly. Now that could mean yes, he's plotting and whatnot, but okay, let's count our blessings. There's not any more things here, so now our task is, I would say yes, you are correct. We need to make sure that he's defeated. So if we don't know he's defeated, let's continue working at that. But let's not discredit the fact that there's no more monsters up on the surface. Like, that's a good thing. He's like, what's more terrible is the amount of wealth that's being seen across the land. It's terrible.
Yeah.
This must mean that Ganon, like, why? Why would that mean? Why does that mean the Ganon? What?
What?
I don't understand.
Okay, well, I mean, we can probably just call it an episode
Right.
or a stream there, because I was surprised. We actually beat a temple in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, actually, 2 bosses. Nah, really.
Yeah, the
The
first
very
boss.
beginning, we just fought one and then die. We didn't fight him.
Don't know where to go, but we'll figure that out next time, guys. If you want us to continue playing Wind Waker, I don't know if getting the charts is going to be like something we would want to stream, though, because it's just like, oh, go here, found a shard, yay, and then like, okay. So that might be something we want to do off camera, and then maybe do
Or at least maybe the charts. Because I think you have to
the
get...
shards.
Well, either both, because I think sometimes you have to get a chart to get the shard, and then other times you just know where the shards are. I don't know.
What if this is how fast the boating was? Like, I'm going to that island. Oh my gosh, it's going to take forever. No, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for...
That'd be
What?
interesting. It's like there's not Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and the no sail run.
Oh my
We're just
gosh. That'd be so boring.
yeah, we're gonna stream this. Let's head to Dragon Roost Island, guys.
We're going. We'll be there probably by next Friday.
By the end
No.
of the stream, yeah.
No, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next Friday, same time, 3:30 Central, streaming possibly Wind Waker or whatever else. We always put up a poll on like Mondays.
And feel free to suggest games. Too,
Yeah,
'cause
and
we're
feel
really
free.
just coming with these off the spot. We're like
What would be
these
fun to
three.
play? This and this
Yeah.
and this. So, yeah, but thank you guys for watching. If you joined us live or if you're watching this later on our channel, have a wonderful day and weekend and be blessed.
Forget I have to push something. Oh, wait.
Shave.